Dave Marrero, hello. Brandon B, hello. Devin, hello. Stephen Eaton, hello. Just thought we finally got to a point where we could settle down a little bit, and we are actually sitting on the back porch of Larry's house here. Andrew Reck, hello. And this is just beautiful. We're about 50 or 60 miles inland, but this water here is actually seawater, and I've seen seals, I've seen ducks, I've seen geese, I've seen eagles. Excuse me. I've seen a lot of beautiful serenity sitting right here. And yeah, we got the trailer parked finally last night, and I stayed here. After we got the trailer unhooked, I parked the tractor at a truck stop about 6 miles away, and just been sitting here hanging out. Larry and his girlfriend are actually still staying at a campground in their motorhome. But this place has heat, it has water, and one bed, and that's what I slept in last night. So, let's see. Devin, the actual name of the town is Maryville, Washington. Dale Lewis, that's a negative. We're going to be bobtailing. And the thing with that is we're not a freight company, and just didn't want to open that can of worms. We're just gonna probably get into the truck tonight and get a couple more hours of sleep, and then probably leave. The weather's kind of goofy up here. It hasn't rained, and it hasn't. There's a big bird over there flying. I don't know if it's an eagle or not. And where was I going? Oh, so anyway, it hasn't rained, it hasn't snowed, but because it's really high humidity here, and so the roads ice up at night, and so I think I've been contemplating my route, and I think what I'm going to do is we'll probably run down to Sacramento, California, and then we get there, we're going to evaluate the Donner Pass as best we can. And then if the Donner Pass, see, we're bobtailing, and I do have chains, but I just as soon not bust them open. I can return them if they're still in the bag. We may run a little farther south before we head west. So trying to get to where I can be in Kansas City again, so we can look at Brandon Gray's grandfather has an antique car collection we'd like to see. Paul Achardes. Yeah, it's beautiful, ain't it? And let's see here. Devin, like I said, we're probably actually going to try and leave tonight, or at least early in the morning. I don't know yet. Sooner I mean, I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now, but it's got to come to an end sometime, you know. Contemplating going to the Museum of Aviation down in Seattle, but I'm actually kind of at a standstill right now. Larry, he's got to work and he's not working yet, and the logistics of them. I mean, yeah, it's still dealing with logistics, but it's like family logistics now. And the longer I wait, the worse the traffic is going to get in Seattle. And there's going to be a point where I'm just going to say to hell with it. Okay. And we might not make it there. I guess y'all might be able to see those logs that are floating out there, and actually, well, there was one. Now there's three. Holy crap! Okay, so off the end of the pier to the left, there's a couple of logs, and then almost straight out in the middle, there's another log, and then that pole on your right, just over the top of that pole, is another log. Apparently that's a common thing, just finding logs floating around. But it had if you see the water down here, see the water, there's the edge of the water right there. About 20 minutes ago, a seal was probably 15 feet off the edge of the water. And he was totally under the water. He never popped up while I was watching him. It's amazing how long they can hold their breath. And there's a tree just over our head. Here, let me go look real quick. No, not right now. But anyway, there's a tree just behind us and to the right. And there was an eagle sitting in there a little while ago. Yeah, this is just glorious. And the okay, the deal with this house, just real quick, like we are actually on an Indian reservation, and the houses are actually on leased land, and apparently how can I put it? There was an agreement made like way back, like 50 or 100 years ago, for all this stuff, you know, for people to be able to do this kind of stuff. But the thing is the lease for all these houses. Okay, none of these houses, nobody owns the land that the houses are on. Okay, and that's my brother sending a text. Anyway, so in 10 years, all of this property goes back to the Native Americans that live here. And from what Larry was telling me, they're intent on restoring it to nature. So anyway, and let's just not get into all the technical details of that. Larry sees it as a inexpensive way to live in a beautiful area for 10 years. And at the end of that 10 years, he might be able to renegotiate something, but otherwise he may have to move again. All right, so Robert, Check my YouTube. Hello, Mom. Let's see. Aaron, how you doing, buddy? Mom is here. Jason Gunn. Okay, so back to Larry real quick. See, the thing is, like I said, Larry sees it as inexpensive. Let's see. I don't remember the numbers. Okay, but he bought because the lady that it's a long story. The lady that lived here. All right, from her point of view, in 10 years, the property was going to be worthless. Okay, and from Larry's point of view, okay, if I can get in here, yeah, and understand Larry's in a totally different realm when it comes to wheeling and dealing. Okay, that's the only way I'm gonna describe it. But he bought the house and well aware that in 10 years something's going to happen, and until that time he's simply going to enjoy it. Yeah. And this is about it. This is what oh, let's see. There's my brother. Who's Whitney again, Mom? Whitney, please forgive me. But yeah, I guess if y'all look at that dock on the left, there's a whole bunch of Canadian geese just hanging out. Um, Apparently, I guess they spend the evening on the water, which is insane because it's 28 degrees out at night, or has been. And I guess once the sun pops up, they get out of the water and they get up there on that dock, and they shut down. You know, they've got their legs all pulled up into their feathers, and they got their heads under their wings, and they're just hanging out. Oh, okay, Mom. I'm sorry. All right. Hello, Whitney. So anyway, if y'all are here now, this is actually I was telling when I first started the feed, we're actually like 60 miles inland, but this is a tidal. It's part of Puget Sound, and uh, I believe. Okay, you see where the land comes from the left and the land comes from the right, and then there's an opening there into Puget Sound. This is actually like a little bay we're at, and but the thing is they have 13 about. I think Larry was saying they have about 13-foot tides here. Okay, and so we're actually almost to high tide now, and when the tide goes out, all this water goes away, and it's actually mud flats. So, and he says because it's Indian land, you can't fish here, you can't go out and oyster, but the Indians can, and the like 2 or 3 days ago, there was a guy out here with his gill nets catching fish. But it's just beautiful until you get out on the road. Uh, there's a lot of people up here, and uh, well, y'all were there for the ride up through Seattle, And personally, I'm more in tune with this kind of stuff. I only drive that damn truck to pay the bills. This is definitely more my speed right here. And I did a time lapse this morning, a time lapse video. And unfortunately, my damn my memory card is full, and I did another video that erased the time lapse. So I'm gonna have to see about clearing that memory card out. I made a mistake of leaving my computer in the truck. So tell you what, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. And I'll lock myself out of that door. Go to the other one over here. Come on. And so I'm back. Let's just look around here real quick. This is the porch. Stephen, I worked hard to get this. Yeah, I was kind of anticipating something like this. All right, this tree right here. Over the course of we've been here. Well, we've been, like I said, still working yesterday, but we were here parking cars and doing all sorts of the Camaros in the garage. But this tree at one point had 3 eagles in it yesterday, and this morning I saw one. And so this is the interior of the house. We're in the midst of how can I put it? Larry's been here, I guess, about a week now, and they've managed to do this. All of this paint that you see is brand new. It's brand new paint, and they still got to recarpet the floor, and I assume that's part of the carpeting. But that right there is the bed I slept on. That is actually a little fold-out double bed. Slept there. Took me a bath in here, and you can see we're in the midst of construction. They've managed to get some carpet in this room, and then it's just a nice. I like the color, and it's cozy, and And the heat in this place, the amazing thing is there's no furnace. It's just got these little heaters right here in the wall. And it's a well sealed house. You can run one or two of those, and it keeps this place warm, which is absolutely amazing to me. Which is, you know, highly efficient, I guess. And then we go out the door here. Okay, and that building straight there with the Corvette. All right, that's the garage. And it's got that parking spot right there. And then on the front, there are 3 garage doors. And let's see, so far, that Camaro that y'all saw yesterday, Larry's lady friend's personal vehicle, and let me think about this, because he's got so damn many cars. Let me think about this. Let me go get a cigarette. Okay. Alright, are y'all here still? Alright. Yep. Alright, so tell you what. Alright, we're back. Larry's back here, and he's got to get to work, but he's got a bunch of stuff we got to do. So, here he is.
There I is.
There he is. So anyway, guys, we're gonna go so we can get some stuff done here. We'll talk to y'all later, all right?
Is that